Hello friends, this is Eric Harrison, and I am recording this video in conjunction with an interview I just did with Authority Magazine. And they contacted me and asked me to answer the question, or the topic of the interview was putting the United back into the United States. 5 things that each of us can do to help unite our polarized society. So I'm recording this video with my 5 suggestions that each one of us can take to help proactively change and to unite our country. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to dive right in here with my 5 ideas, okay? Number 1 is make kindness a verb. We all have the opportunity to use kindness and to do it actively, to do it intentionally, to be purposeful in how we act, how we impact, and how we treat other people, okay? So we need to make this a verb. We need to just the simplest, quickest way to impact people is with kindness. And the best possible example that I have seen in the last several months, and I can't stop talking about the show Ted Lasso on Apple TV. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but I will just encourage you to watch and see how in a completely adverse situation that is seemingly hopeless for this poor American coach who has suddenly found himself as the coach of an English Premier League soccer team and has no idea what he's doing. And just watch him break down walls of people from every part of the show with one thing, and that's by using kindness, by actively pursuing to make kindness a verb. Okay, number 2, change your gold to platinum. Now what we're talking about here is just how you act and interact with other people, how you think about other people, especially those that are different than you are. We've all heard of the golden rule, and the golden rule is good, but I'm going to suggest you skip over the golden rule and go straight to the platinum rule. Okay, the golden rule says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's pretty good. But the platinum rule says, do unto others the way they would want you to do unto them. So which rule do you think is more impactful? I'm going to go with the one that suggests that you treat people the way they want to be treated. I think you're going to really help unite yourself with other people from different walks of life if you're interacting with them in a way that they want to be interacted with versus how you would want them to interact with you. It's all about your perception and how you relate to and think about other people. Okay, number 3, develop a habit of gratitude. Now, it has been said that gratitude is the healthiest, most important human emotion you can possibly develop. You know, Zig Ziglar has a famous quote where he said, the more that you are grateful for what you have, the more you will have to be grateful for. Gratitude is not a goal. Gratitude is a mindset. Gratitude is looking at what you have and being satisfied. You know, so many of us, most of us, are caught up in what else can we get? What more can I do to be successful? What possessions can I get my hands on? Gratitude says, I am happy and content with where I am and exactly what I have. I can't encourage you enough to start working on the practice of gratitude. And the best way that I know to do this is to get a gratitude journal. Okay? It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. I use an app that I found on my phone called the 5-Minute Journal. And literally, it takes me 5 minutes at the beginning of the day and the end of the day to record things I'm grateful for, to set out my intentions for the day, and then to reflect back on all of the things that happened during that day that really made it a special day. Now, not only is it a great way to start and end your day, it's also a great reminder if you're having a rough day, and don't we all? I mean, there's days where things just don't go our way. And when that happens, man, I go open up that gratitude journal and I start reading the things that I'm thankful for, and immediately my mindset changes. So I would totally encourage you, whether it's the 5-minute journal, whether it's actually having a physical journal, you need to write it down. It's not just something you think about, it's something you do. But I can't encourage you enough to develop a habit of gratitude. Okay, number 4. Instead of fixing others, which you can't, how about working on yourself, which we all need to do? When you think about other people, I wonder how much of your time you spend thinking about other people versus thinking about yourself and worrying about, what other people think, what other people do, what other people say. The fact of the matter is, my friend, we cannot change other people. We simply have no control over what they do, what they say, how they think, how they act. And the more we focus on that, the more frustrated we're going to be. Now, here's what we can do in replacement of that. We can work on ourselves. We can think about the things that we need to work on to make us better people. Because the best and healthiest way to act and interact with other people is to be the best version of yourself. If you're the best version of yourself, you're going to show up in a healthy mindset, and you're going to relate to other people better than you ever would if you were just trying to bully your way through a conversation with someone else. So instead of focusing on others, you need to focus on improving yourself. Now, the best example I can give here, and I'm a little biased, I admit, but I can't encourage you enough to find a coach and a mentor to help you to work on yourself, to see those areas where you need to improve, to point out to you, hey, this is where you're telling me you want to go, and this is where you are now, and let me help you bridge that gap. And not only that, let me help you be accountable to doing the things, developing the habits, becoming more of the person you need to be in order to be who the best version of you is. And when you show up as your best version, yes, I believe you will be much more able to unite with other people. Okay, number 5, and this is, hang in there with me, we're almost there, but this one is the best one and it ties it all together in my opinion, and that is to give sacrificially. I would suggest that you do something that really takes you out of your comfort zone. This could be something as simple as volunteering for a project in a neighborhood in your city that you don't normally go to. Or maybe it's getting involved in a community project that involves people from all different walks of life in your town and interacting and working with those people. Or perhaps it's giving a charitable donation for an amount of money that makes you uncomfortable to give, but is going to bless other people significantly. And just to take that thought one step further, I was encouraged recently by someone, and I can't recommend enough, but I wonder if you take a look around your house, around your apartment, wherever you live, how many things do you have just laying there gathering dust that really have no use for you anymore, but you could take those and give them to other people that not only could make use of them, but would be just tremendously benefit from them. It could be clothes, it could be appliances, it could be any number of things that you just have laying around, And friends, there's tons of places out there that you can find in order to do this. Now, the people that do this the best, for the most part, do all of this in anonymity. And I think that is the most important part. And not only if you do this in anonymity, are you going to be fulfilling this, fifth suggestion of giving sacrificially, but you're going to satisfy all 5 of these suggestions that I'm giving to you today. All of these suggestions focus not on other people, they focus on you. They're challenging you to do the self-evaluation, to do the self-improvement, to do the things that you can do to show up as the best version of yourself. Because here's the reality, friends. We can argue, we can disagree, we can yell, we can post stuff online, and we're not going to change anybody's point of view by doing that, in my opinion. My grandmother used to say, you attract a lot more people with honey than you do with vinegar. It's kind of a Texas saying, but it's true. You are not going to change anybody's mind by yelling at them. But if you're willing to make the commitment to improve yourself, you're going to show up as a more complete, more kind, more caring, and more loving person. And if you do that, yes, I believe that we can unite together and become the United States again. And whatever the impact is that you have on other people, think of the benefits that you're going to get yourself and how much better you're going to be and better equipped to be part of the solution and not the problem. Thank you very much for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you in another video on my channel.